Talk to John from Skillet.
I feel like he's upping his game, though, now since he's in Germany this morning. Like, he can't just call normal. He has to call from Europe.
He had to up the ante.
Good morning, John. How are you?
Hey, good. Yeah, that's what I do. I flew to Germany just so I could call you from Germany and seem like a big shot.
Well, it worked. It absolutely worked. Are you doing a show there? Are you guys still touring, or what are you doing?
Yeah, we're actually almost done with the tour. We only have 3 shows left, and we've been here for about 5 weeks in Europe. And playing Stuttgart, and then we have Paris, and we end in Norway, I believe.
Oh, that sounds nice.
That does not sound great.
So, John, like, Skillet aside, do you guys all do a week where you're not doing shows, but you still get to tour or, like, stay in vacation?
Since you're there anyways.
In a place in Europe? Or did you do that for the start, or how does that work?
No, typically. I mean, I know it sounds boring. I mean, some people are very adventurous. You know, some bands will be like, yeah, we're staying for a week in Paris. And I'm always kind of ready to get home, to be honest. After 6 weeks, I'm just like, I'm tired of not being where I'm familiar with everything, food and everything else. So for me, well, and also because we always had, our kids on the road, and it was just always exhausting and tiring. So not me. I'm looking forward to coming home.
Ready to go? Well, next time, Skillet can take Hudson and myself as your kids.
You can leave us behind.
No, take us. Just take us with you.
I hear you.
I have to imagine, though, like, this is the first time you've toured Europe, right? So is that different? Were you out doing all the sightseeing the first time, and now that you've been a few times, it's like, Paris, what's the big deal?
Well, I mean, you're just always so exhausted on the road. It's a weird life. It's hard to explain because it's obviously fun. Playing concerts is really fun, and you're getting to do what you love to do. And but traveling is just really hard on your body, and it's exhausting. And you're having to pack up and get out of the bus, go to a hotel room, get back in the bus. It's just there's different rules and whatnot in Europe. So for me, it's just always been an issue of I'm really just too tired to do anything.
Got it.
Yeah, we did go tour a bit when my kids were here, and so we've seen a lot of the stuff, and it is amazing. I mean, especially when you're in places where they have, cathedrals that are 1,000 years old or 500 years old. It's unbelievable. So I have seen a lot of it, and some of it I still do go and see. We played Prague the other day, and I went out to see the city on a show day, which is something I usually never do because that's my favorite city. So I'll go down and see some cathedrals and whatnot, but typically – you know what? I got a job to do, but I got a job to do, sister. We got Rockin' from Hearts.
See what
Rockin'
I feel.
Faces off.
I'm feeling though that this is John with Skillet, and I feel like because we're talking to him when he only has 3 shows left, he's at the end. He's ready. He's ready to go home compared to 6 weeks ago with the start of it.
Well, I also appreciate the commitment though. If you're a European fan of any band, they might go and sightsee and whatever, but then they're not totally focused, where John and Skillet are dialed in. You're going to get a perfect show.
They're there for the show.
Every night,
Yep, that's good.
There you go. We got a job to do. Come on now.
Well, Skillet is performing another show. Skillet is going to be at SpiritSong, which is June 15th through 17th. You guys are on Saturday night, which is also going to feature KB. We had him on a couple weeks ago,
Nice.
So if you missed that interview's up at RadioU.com. You can listen there. Does then a theme park show count as well as just another layer of a concert, or is those still fun?
Well, I mean, yeah, I think every aspect of this job is fun in different ways. I really love summertime, and so people seen us or heard me do interviews for summer gigs. Everybody kind of knows summertime is my thing. It's my favorite time of the year. I love the hot weather. I'm from the South, so I really like the sun. That's why I'm always like working out during the day outside or going for runs. I love sweating, and just like being outside is great fun for concert season. The festivals and fairs, things like funnel cakes, roller coasters, hot dogs. Yeah, I'm very kind of like Southern redneck when it comes to that. I'm pretty easy to please. Give me a funnel cake and a roller coaster, and I'm happy for a few hours. So I love summer festivals because it has that kind of atmosphere, and I love the club gigs as well because it's different and it's more intimate. But, summertime festivals is really where it's at for me.
John, didn't you used to be the one who was always working out outside with weights when you were doing a concert and stuff? Do you still do that, or what do you do?
Yeah, I love that stuff. I just love being out in the sun and, and not always weights necessarily, but it could just be cardio or things like that, interval training. And I just like getting out there and sweating and feeling good.
Yeah. I mean, Nikki,
John does way
John's
more
body,
than us.
it doesn't happen
It's
by
a temple?
accident.
Is
yeah,
that it?
It does not. That's not a coincidence.
Hudson, don't you want to tell him how you do a calorie deficit?
Yeah,
That's your thing.
all this funnel cake talk, it's really getting to me right now.
Oh, baby. Oh, it's so good, isn't it, man? You put the whipped cream on top, and maybe you drizzle a little Hershey's syrup on top of it. I mean, there's a lot of options. You've got a lot of options when it comes to funnel cakes. We can talk about it at some point.
Perhaps at SpiritSong. We'll be happy to do that. So again, Skillet, this is John from Skillet. He's in Germany finishing up their European tour, a few more shows. And then SpiritSong is June 15th through 17th at Kings Island, which has all the details at RadioU.com. Skillet's performing on Saturday night for that event.
Yeah. John, you got anything else coming up you need to let us know about?
Well, let's see. No, I guess not. I mean, there's always a million things happening, isn't there? So I do have an announcement coming in about 2 weeks, but I won't say it early or 1 week. And but there are some things happening. But I really look forward to being back at summer festivals and seeing the fans come out and sing. It's just going to be a great time, man.
Nice. Looking forward to it, and we'll keep our attention towards you for that announcement. Can't wait.
Yeah, we'll get for that. Hang tight 1 second, okay?
All right.
Okay, hang
Skillet,
tight.
it's the RIOT.